Hello and welcome to Division 1's Round 23 race in Russia. This is not too sure whether the Div 1's had a race in Russia already or they had the weekend off. I think they had the weekend off to let us catch up. Because I think one of our Division 2's races went wrong. Anyway, hope everyone had a good Christmas and a New Year's. It's good to be back, racing again. We've got the final 3 races of the season. We've got 2 Division 2 drivers racing with us today. AMG Speeds and Ross Wales 91. Them 2 will be setting slow lap times. Obviously to give all the Division 1 drivers a chance. First person out on pitch on the track is probably Thunderbuddy. Oh no, it's V1 George. Looks like we've got a very, very wet race today. Not surprising seeing the fact that it's Russia. So again, just to give you the rundown on this, if you haven't joined us before. In the driver's standings, we have Flawless, McGurk and iRegal all at the top. Flawless and McGurk are the closest 2 people who are fighting it out for the championship win. Currently, McGurk is training by just under 30 points. So he needs a really good result from this race. Just to clarify, I don't think McGurk finished as high as he wanted to last race. All those V1 George, they're almost losing it there out on his outlap. I think Mercedes are quite comfortable in the constructors. They are almost 100 points ahead of the Haas team. Unfortunately, Carsten Arnold has had a broken controller for quite a while now, so he's not been able to take part. Flawless, last 5 races, he's finished first 3 times and 2 4s. Position 4, McGurk, he's finished first, second, third and 9th. So it's looking good. With V1 George in the first lap, he has gone over the racing 9 mark. It's in the fast lap. Looks like RIZE is out on the fast lap. He's only just started. I don't know if this weather's going to continue all 3 sessions. If it does, it's going to be carnage out there for the race. As of yet, no times on the board. Alright, Storm's getting a little squirrely now. It looks bloody miserable out there today. These drivers can have a hell of a job. Oh, just where V1 George lost the rear end as well. So Lucchesi put in the first time with a 1:48.4. Setting a benchmark for the rest of the drivers out on the grid today. A couple of mistakes in R8 Storms' lap, which has put him almost 1.1 seconds adrift of Lucchesi's time. Tommy Ladd there. Put in a 151.9 for Gurk. Bit off the pace there with a 148.7. We sit on with Flawless. Flawless and Gurk are very similar times. They are two very, very quick drivers in this division. Looks very smooth down there. It does not have a purple sector 1, so it's still in sector 2, sorry. Carson Arnold there, putting in a 148.5, just behind Lucchesi. V1 George with a 48.7. Ross Wales 152.9. Don't forget Ross and the speeds, especially setting slow lap times. See if Flores can put in at the time that's near McGurk. If not, he will be kicking himself. Flores with a 149 dead. Almost half a second off the pace of the driver in P1. I'm assuming now he's going to be doing a recharge, and he'll probably go again. These drivers do a lot of laps. Always there to keep the time. Face Brune at 149. RIZE there doing a 148.5, almost on that top spot. The top two guys putting in 0.1 of a second. Between them, that's not too bad. Energy speeds. Should be set this up now. Backs out the last second. Oh, West Ditto here. A purple sector 2. tested, and they're doing a 150 flat, which is enough to get into P9. So we will be losing 16th to 20th in this session. Oh, just the O there, I think. Isn't it in the wall? Back in a sec, people. We are back. Just adjusting my microphone levels. Been told that I'm a bit quiet. Rick there with a 47.7. Oh, Thunder Buddy, the only one out there to try inters. Is this where he's going for it? Thunder Buddy, 48.6. That's oh, out of everyone at the moment, Rick's definitely putting in a very good time. The top 7 drivers, or from Luke Kesty to Thunder Buddy, are doing really, really good times. I think it's a dry race, I'm not too sure. Someone was saying they need to run all these cars on a dry setup for the actual race. But I don't know if some of these guys were doing all these lap times on dry setups to prepare for the race. I mean, I have done before. It does compromise your lap time a little bit in the wet, but you do not want to be going into a dry 50% race with a wet setup on. Hypnotic there, doing a time of 1:49.2. So West Ditto is now in a danger zone. He will be the next driver knocked out if Tommy Ladd or Bucko can do a faster lap time. Saying that, Tommy Ladd is now on the last part of his flying lap. It looks like his third attempt or his first attempt on a pair of intermediates. Winters, as we call them. Hopefully he can improve his lap time, which he does, going to 1:48.4. But good enough to put himself into P3. Very good. Oh, everyone now is out on Inters. Class 9 all down Inters. Thunder Buddy now. The times are going to start to drop dramatically now the rain has gone away just enough to warrant putting in some absolutely banging times. Ah, Lucchesi there. I think he is right in front of... Oh no, Bucko's still out there. Yet to set a lap time. Oh no, West Ditto there, just losing it. That solidifies his place in 16th. R8 Storms on Inters, put himself into P2 with 47.3. Ross is almost about to cross the line. Looks like Tommy Ladd. Or... improve your time? It does improve his time of 47.1. That's a very good time from Tommy Ladd there. Up into P2. Who else have we got? Rick on his Inters. Coming around the final couple of corners. It'll be one of the Mercs. And Rick on provisional pole with a 45.1. What an incredible time that is. Oh, flawless there, not improving his time. But getting across the line just at an important time to still be able to do a fast lap. At the moment he will be going into Q2. Oh dear, and McGurk there. Retiring from the session. So, as it stands at the moment, West Ditto, Ross Wales, Bucko and Mr. OO will all not be making Q2. Oh, we've only got 19 drivers, we should have 20. Oh, almost. Final corner. Will he improve his lap time? Well, we do not know. And there you have it. Fastest time in that session one that was very wet was Rick with a 1:44.4. Flawless ended up becoming P4 on a 144.5. .145.4. Sorry. And again, we have lost West Ditto, Ross Wales, Bucko, and Mr. O-O. And here we are, welcome to Q2. It's still wet. We'll try it, did our best. That is a Mercedes out on track first. Looks like they're just drying enough for inters, or not wet enough for full-on wet tyres. Looks like the two top drivers in Division 1 want to get their time set early, as they are the first two out on track right now. Be interesting to see if the race is actually dry. Everyone's going to have a free choice of tyres, even the top 10. So this is going to be a really crucial qualifying. You really have to push the car hard in these wet conditions to get on that pole position and start on the tyre you want to. And here we are, our first time lap will be with McGurk in the Haas, as he is first over the line. So time's just dipped into the 144.5 in Q1. So we're going to look to see times of around the 144, 145 mark. Oh dear. And that's the first mistake. Did not want to do that on these nice new tyres. So we'll jump on with Flawless. It would now be the first person to set a lap time. Oh, very nicely held there. Everyone seems to be struggling around that part of the track in particular. It's a slightly left banked corner. You just put a little bit too much power down, and then rear wheels do want to come out and overtake you. Oh, coming around the last corner. A 146 dead. Oh, and immediately Stoics King has a 144.5. So that mistake he made in the final sector really cost him a bit of time there. He's going to be looking to go straight away into another fast lap here. Well done, Stoics Kingers. Just a bit of information. OMG Speeds is back after a 3 to 4 weeks absence after breaking his wrist, I think it was. He's finally able to race again. Division 2 driver who has retired in this session. So Rick going in with the best time overall now of a 144.3. Tominad 146. Oh, just going over the line. They're pushing that a little bit too hard. He's now invalidated his lap. He's going to have to go and try again. Lucesti. Or Alex Kesty. Brilliant, clean driver. Well, Vinnie Cousins putting in a 45 dead as well. Not a bad time. At the moment, that's good enough for P3. Oh, Lucesti doing a purple sector 2. Hopefully he can carry the speed through sector 3. Into the final 2 corners. Lucesti going in with 144.7. That's pushed Vinnie Cousins down a bit. Knocked Regal down. He will be happy with that. Oh, he's doing a fast lap back into the pits, I imagine. Yeah, hopefully we can get good lap time in this time round. This is his 3rd attempt now. And he's done a purple set to do, so he's looking on for a good time. Oh, did a flawless there. Almost lost the rear end. He's struggling for tyre grip already with his inters on. But he has got to set a time, at least, for the top 10 shootout. At the moment we are losing 11 to 15. So we are going to lose AMG Speeds anyway. McGurk's now putting a time of 145.4. See V1 Jordan there with a 145.7. That's good enough for P8. So we're still waiting on Thunderbuddy, Faceproom and R8 Storms to do some laps. Thunderbuddy is out there. Almost invalidated his lap time. Oh, Thunderbuddy has validated his lap time. It looks like we're going to go for another fast lap straight after. There we are, his face broom setting at that time. I think Thunderbird's had to go for another attempt. I think he invalidated his lap time there. It's really not where you want to be with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. Not even got a lap on the board. Thunderbird needs to nail this lap. Rick there going with a really good time of 44.2. Further solidifying his P1 position. Face Pro with a 45.8, good enough for P9. So at the moment, Flawless is in the danger zone. He is 10th. We're going to lose everyone from 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Wouldn't that be a shocker if Flawless ended up getting knocked out in Q2, one of the title leader will start further down than 10th. He's not having any of it, he's coming back out on track. We're going to do another fast lap. I say keep it nice and gentle through there. Last couple of corners. These slow corners you really got to watch where you accelerate. And Solar good enough for a P8, so that has pushed Flawless down into 11th place. So there we have it. Oh, he is up on his sector 1 time ever so slightly by just under 0.1 of a second. Hopefully he's going to make a little bit of improvement. He's up by 0.1 of a second at the moment. But still not going to be enough to make that into 10th place. Oh, and he gets all kinds of squirrely out of there. That's where he lost all of his time on the last attempts. And you've got a couple of corners to go. We're going to go do straight into the fast lap. To now this part of the track, otherwise he is not getting out of Q2. Ah, there you go, that's not too bad. That's where he lost all the time of his last attempt. Into P8 now. That's put Thunderbuddy in the danger zone. B1 George is now out, Tommy Lads is now out, and Hypnotic Boosh is now out. All to improve their lap time. Everyone is fighting now. Ride along with V1 George. If he improves his lap time, he will knock Thunderbird out. Even if he improves it by just 0.1 of a second. As he comes out of sector 1, he is 0.1 of a second slower than his fastest lap. Unfortunately, he needs to make something up in the second and third sector of this track if he is to push Thunderbird into that zone. Nice and smooth through there. Oh, almost getting screwed out of there, look. It's definitely going to be a corner that people, if it is wet in the race, people are going to have to look out for that corner. It's going to be a lot harder to tackle when you've got a full tank of fuel. More sensitive on that accelerator pedal. just as he crosses the line. Can he improve his time? He does. 44.8. Now, that puts Thunder Buddy outside of the top 10. He has got 6 seconds to get to the finish line. And if he doesn't improve this lap time, he will be knocked out. Which he doesn't make it. He has got to improve this lap time if he is to make it out of Q2. And he does, P4. That means McGurk now has this one opportunity now to put in a good lap time. Vinnie Cousins going in with a 1:43.9. What a lap time. That is. Did not expect that. Very well done to him. So Tommy Ladd and Hypnotic Boosh are also both doing fast laps. So the ski was putting a little bit of pressure on McGurk, following up very close behind him. Has he improved in Sector 2? He has, but not by a lot. He needs to improve by just over 0.2 of a second. That's a lot better throttle control around there. Needs to brake a lot earlier on that corner. He is pushing this car to the limits, trying to just get out of Q2. And he doesn't. Second place in this Drivers' Championship behind Flawless has been knocked out in Q2. And there you have it. Tommy Ladd, McGurk, Hypnotic Boosh, and AMG Speeds all knocked out in Q2. I did not see that coming. And there's another twist to this Drivers' Championship again. Hello and welcome to Q3 here. It looks like the track has got considerably drier. So the game is expecting everyone to come out on softs. It is a dry track. We should now see times fall under the 1:40 mark. First one to come out is, well, looks like Rick, who has been very fast in qualifying so far. Just narrowly been beaten by Vinnie Cousins, who put in a great time last session. Starting to see some cars on track already. So, seeing as we've got a dry Q3, people are going to have to think about what tyre they use in this session, because I think it will take the tyre they use in this session to what they start the race on. It'll be interesting to see if anyone actually goes out on the medium tyre. Or I don't know if the rule still stands if they did Q2 on a wet tyre, but the race is dry, they do get a free choice. We're almost starting our first flying lap on board with Rick 0226. The time should now drop into the 1 minute 30s, I'd imagine. Bit of traffic coming out of the pit lane there, hopefully no one gets in the way. Yeah, obviously a purple sector one for Rick there. It's the first time, all the first times are going to be purple sectors. And we're just watching Mick coming through the final corners of this lap to set a benchmark time for the rest of the drivers on the grid. There we go, 1:31.8, not a bad time. There's a slowest Kingers going over the line, starting his fast lap. Ariel going over the line, starting his fast lap. Luke Kesty, only 0.2 of a second behind Rick, with a 1:32 dead. That's not a bad time at all. Vinnie Cousins next over the line. He was the top of the charts in Q2, but he will not be in Q3. A 1:32.5. Who's the next? V1 Jordan will be the next one to cross the line. Oh, he is starting on the yellow tyre. $1:32.9, not far off the mark. Vinnie Cousins also on the red tyre, so that's not a bad time at all, considering he's on a softer compound of tyre. Faced prune there, red tyres, softs, 33.8. I think Flawless has just come over the line with a 1:32 dead, just slightly faster than Luke Esty. So as King has just gone across the line, good enough to put him in P5. High Regal with a time just 100th of a second quicker than Rick. A 1:31.863. He's narrowly taking pole there, with Mercedes leading the Constructors' Championship at the moment. Them two are putting in a good performance to solidify their lead at the top. Unfortunately, with McGurk being out of the top 10 spot at the moment, He's going to be hoping that Carson Arnold could put in a good time. Carson Arnold, well, 1:31.5. Absolutely nailing that lap there. 0.3 of a second up on iRegal. Gert will be happy about that. So, the only person not to set a fast lap now is Thunderbuddy. Ah, he's invalidated his lap time there. You see, just slightly going over that white line there, unfortunately. You look for him to do a bit of a recharge in the second half of this lap. So here we are on board with Thunderbuddy. He's yet to set a lap time. And a long left-hander. Fun corner if you nail that. And a purple sector 1, which means he's gone fastest out of everybody in sector 1. I think Carson Arnold here is after play the team game here. He's going to have to hold up the two Merc boys for as long as possible in the first couple of laps just to let them catch up. If they've got any chance of competing for that constructor's title, or even McGurk competing for the driver's title. Oh, being a bit too heavy-handed there. Around the final couple of corners. That was good enough to put him in 9th. A 32.8. Rick's on a fast lap, trying to improve his time with 1:31.8. Oh, a bit messy through that. Got the around that a little bit. He does improve on his lap time, a 1:31.3. Almost everyone now is out on track apart from V1 Jordan Face Broom. Gonna go for that last fine lap attempt. Flawless, not improving on his sector 1 delta. Flawless will really want to put in a good time here just to get that edge over Carson Arnold. Oh, and he doesn't quite get the time. Carson Arnold is still in front. They're going to be putting that Haas driver under lots of pressure. Vinny Cousins improving his time with 1:32.5. Get him in that top 5 positions. He is up on his time in sector 2 by almost half, just under 0.1 of a second. Oh, went in a bit deep there. Slightly went out on track, but it hasn't invalidated his lap time. That has, though. Unfortunately, he did not improve on his lap time. I think Flawless is going for it again. Flawless has improved on his sector 1 time by 0.1 of a second. He's up on his lap time by 0.3 of a second. Can Flawless knock off Rick for that provisional pole position? Keep it nice and smooth around there, Flawless. As he goes over the line, will he improve? He does. He puts himself in front of Carson Arnold, but not quite enough to knock Rick off that top spot. And there you have it. Rick is our pole sitter. And there you have our lineup. You got Rick in P1 with Flawless next to him. Carson Arnold on the second row with iRegal putting himself in between the two Mercs. It's going to be an exciting first lap race. The two Mercs are going to look to capitalise on this. Get up into that first and second spot. To even further put a gap between them and the Haas team. But Carson Arnold has got a lot of work to do. He needs to make a move on Flawless at the beginning. So join us in a second for the start of the race. Well, hello and welcome to the race. Division 1's race at Russia, round 23. We're now into the last 3 races of the season. It's a close title battle. We've had a shocker in qualification. McGurk is out of the top 10 in his title race against Flawless. And we'll see the cars do one final prep lap. Formation lap to the grid. Warm the tyres up, get myself prepped, do one final memory lap. Memorise the corners, braking points. McGurk's going to have a lot of work to do in this race to catch up to 12th. up to fourth and second. Will Carson Arnold try to make a move on the first lap? It's going to get interesting. Lucchesi up in 5th position. He's going to have a good view of it all if he doesn't make a move on the first lap. So is Kingers, who's been on podiums quite a lot this season. He's only down in 6th place. Vinnie Cousin, one of the McLarens, they're usually in the mid-high pack on the grid. Both the AlphaTauris together, Thunderbuddy and V1 George. Thunderbuddy a little bit out of place, I would say. I'd expect to see him a little higher, but he has good race pace. He's very quick, he's very clean. I will definitely be seeing him move up through the grid. I haven't watched enough of V1 George at the moment to really comment on his drivability during races, but I'm sure he will keep it clean being a Div 1 driver. A couple of other people, Face Prune, Tommy Ladd. Tommy Ladd has had an excellent form in the second half of the season, I think. Very good driver. Hypnotic, a little bit out of place. He's usually higher up, nearer his McLaren teammate. But then we've got a lot of people out of position today. MG Speeds, a Division 2 reserve driver. He's going to look to make a good impression today. R8 Storms has been out of the racing for a little while, but he is now getting back into Div 1. So it'll be good to see him try and move himself up the grid a little bit. Westito and Mr. OO. Both of the Alfa Romeo drivers are a little bit out of place today. I would like to see them a little bit higher. Ross Wales and the Division 2 reserve driver. Bucko. Zero. Alright, as we get ready for the first lap of the Russian Grand Prix. I look forward to get a excellent start here. And it's lights out and away we go at the Russian Grand Prix. Flawless gets an excellent start, almost matching the speed of this Red Bull. Takes the inside line here. Carson Arnold looking to stick it up the centre of both of them. And he comes out of the first corner in first place. Flawless almost there making contact with Rick there. An absolutely unbelievable start from Carson Arnold and the Haas team driver there. Oh, Lucchesi trying to go up the inside of Iregal there. That was a close call. Them two need to leave each other a little bit more room. McGurk already up into at 8th position. He's definitely going to look to make a move around this track. Get up as many places as quick as possible. Carson Arnold doing an absolutely fantastic job at the moment. Out in first place. Paul McGurk is going to try and make a move on Vinnie Cousins down this long straight. An absolutely fantastic racing from these drivers at the minute. Will McGurk be able to get the move done and keep it? Yes, he will, but Vinnie Cousins is fighting back up the inside. Flawless! Flawless has spun out. Oh, what's happened to him? Flawless in last position there. I did not see what happened there at all. Lucchesi putting a lot of pressure on Iregal. He doesn't want to be doing anything stupid now. Flawless has dropped down there. Oh, I don't know if that was a little bit of contact there between Lucchesi and Iregal. So King is also trying to capitalise on this little battle here. AMG Speeds, Ross Wales, Cerro and Hypnotic all in the pits at the moment. Oh dear. The predicted strategies: one stop for the soft start runners. Middle of the race they go on to. Vinnie Cousins there, losing it around that corner. Fortunately, that is just a front wing. They should not be bringing out a full safety car. That might just be a VSC, a virtual safety car, just to pick up the debris. They might even not bother doing that. Ducati still putting a lot of pressure on iRegal, who is on the softer compound. Leclerc now up into 6th place. He's now moved up 6 places, which is incredible. 6 places up. Carson Arnold up 2 places in the first lap. R8 Storms up 4 places. Mr. The OO up 7. Vestito up 3. Paco up 4. Unlucky Vinnie Cousins Flores has dropped down to the bottom of the grid. Down 8 or 9 and 13 places. A very even split on tyres. So Carson Arnold going for softs along with McGurk. Oh, Thunder Buddy there, putting it on the inside of McGurk, wanting to gain the place back there. McGurk losing the place to Thunder Buddy. So Thunder Buddy has got incredible race pace. Just going a little bit wide on that corner there, he will probably get a warning for that. Carson Arnold now putting 1.1 seconds between him and Rick. Ducati has managed to get past iRegal. Oh, will iRegal be making a move? And he does. Probably with the assist of DRS. Still a very, very bunched up pack. All the way from 3rd to 9th. And then you have a little bit of a gap and then R8 Storm. Still a very, very bunched up grid. Always exciting. So is Kingers trying to do a move around it outside of iRegal. iRegal unfortunately losing 2 places there, but he is back. Is that 3 abreast going around the long left-hander? All trying to scrap for that 3rd, 4th and 5th position. What good racing this is here. Luke Kesty losing the space to Slowest Kingers. Also looks like Thunder Buddy is also trying to make a move. And McGurk at the same time. Oh, McGurk absolutely getting it wrong there on inside of that corner. I don't know if it has any damage with that. What happened there? Doesn't look like it's damaged his car too much. But flying up in the air there. We'll see if he does these corners normally. I don't know, it does look like he might have sustained a little bit of damage there. Maybe under tray. Rick there with the fastest lap of the race. He's now closed that 1 second gap down to half a second. I don't know what was happening with McGurk there at all. iRegal making the place up on the Slowest Kingers. All coming down that pit straight. Thunder Buddy, 3 second time penalty for corner cutting. Multiple warnings. I did accidentally see him go over the white line just by a millimetre there. Doesn't matter whether it's a millimetre or a mile, you will get warnings. All this fighting from 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th is just allowing Carson Arnold and Rick just to float off into the distance. A couple more drivers with 3 second penalties now, V1 Jord and PFC Bucko. Just getting their laps a little bit skew-if. just floating over that line on the exit of corners. It all adds up. Fire Eagle trying to battle off both Slowest Kingers and Thunder Buddy now. Luke Hesty has dropped down a little bit. Thunder Buddy trying to make a move around the outside. They do touch wheels a little bit. He's still behind. V1 George just made a very nice move on the back. He's now got to try and keep that position down the pit straight. Will V1 George keep that position? He will. Only just. Did push McGurk a little bit wide there. That's allowed R8 Storms to catch up. And the R8 Storms in front, he is absolutely fantastic at defending positions. Mr. 00 now with also a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings, corner cutting, I'd imagine. Well, V1 George dropping back a little bit there. R8 Storm's putting a lot of pressure on McGurk. Oh, and R8 Storms then. Oh no. That's not good. That is going to bring out a safety car. Hopefully all the drivers do miss him. Oh dear, that is the end of R8 Storms' race. There will be a full-on safety car, and imagine some people are going to dive straight into the pits. Having started on that soft tyre. Will Carson Arnold go in the pits? Yes, he will. Right, all them soft runners, I'd imagine Rick, Thunder Buddy, Slowest Kingers, all are going to stay out. The medium tyre runners. Or V1 George jumping in there as well. Oh, McGurk as well. 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Face prune, 3-second time penalty. So that does move iRegal now up into 2nd place, but he will still have to pit. Carson Arnold there with some medium tyres. McGurk going opting for the hards. He's looking for a one-stop strategy now. What an interesting start to this race that we've had here. So Rick was our pole sitter. He's now back up into 1st place. So the top 4 drivers all with 6-lap old mediums. And you've got Carson Arnold with brand new mediums. Thunder Buddy on fresh softs. He's probably going for a 2-stop strategy. He's going to look to try and make some positions up in this next couple of laps. Once the safety car gets out of the way, we get back up to racing speed. McGurk going for the long option of fresh hards along with Face Prune, Tommy Ladd, V1 George, Mr. the 00. Not a bad shout. Does compromise them if they get another safety car. but hopefully that won't happen and we get some good racing going on. Hopefully the safety car will go in this lap as well, and last 3 cars should start catching back up to the pack. So we are only 8 laps in of a 27 lap race. We've had a lot of action so far, we've had a couple of mishaps. Van der Gert flying. And we've had it from race control, safety car is in this lap. The whole grid has been bunched up. It will be up to Rick now to control the pace of the pack. So you'd expect him now to just start letting the safety car drive off into the distance, give it time to go into the pits, get a good launch. Really going to back it up now. He's definitely going to want to put some distance between him and iRegal. He's got some fast cars behind him. And that's it. And here we go. We're going racing again. Green Knight has definitely got a good start over iRegal, but almost 0.8 of a second. Come on, Bucko, you can fight harder than that. Flawless is going to look to get in some good time now. Put some moves on some people. Go up into 8th. Rick already putting almost 2 seconds between him and iRegal, even before the end of the first lap. Back racing again. It is just flicked over to just above 2 seconds. That is an incredible pace. So his King is doing very well to keep half a second away from iRegal in that DRS range. Arsenal was definitely going to want to make a move. Thunderbuddy now making a move on West Ditto. Also Lucchesi trying to capitalise from this little battle going on here. Oh dear, so King is getting a 3-second time penalty there, multiple warnings, so I can assume that's track limit violation. Thunderbuddy does make that move on West Ditto. Lucchesi also making a move on West Ditto. But Lucchesi now up into 6th position. MG Speeds, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, unfortunately. So it's been an interesting race so far. A lot of people moving up and down. I mean, Flawless at the moment is the biggest position changer of them all. 10 positions down, he was in second place. I think the biggest gainer at the moment is West Ditto, doing very well up there in 8th place. He was 16th. DRS is now enabled, so now as long as you're within a second of the car in front, places people like Carson Arnold now is going to want to start making moves on slowest Kingers. He's doing it without DRS. Oh, will he now lose that place to Thunder Buddy, who's up the inside of him around the long left-hander? Carson Arnold just be able to... Oh! Ooh. Unfortunately, in that battle, Carson Arnold has lost out a position. But he will look to try and fight that back. Kesty trying to make a move around it outside of slowest Kingers. This is a very tight pack here. Carson Arnold is out in front of this pack at the moment, but they are not letting up on him. Carson Arnold will really want to be trying to catch up by Regal at this point, who is now 2.5 seconds behind Rick. Rick is putting in a very, very big gap now. Very impressive. Thunder Buddy with the quickest time of 1:35.3. He is catching iRegal. Only 0.8 of a second now, with DRS open. Kesty's made a move on Carson Arnold. Flawless up again, just overtook West Ditto with Vinny Cousins right on his tail. He is now gaining on McGurk. I think McGurk has more damage, he's not normally this far off the pace, but then again he is on hards. This car does look a little bit uncontrollable, I want to say. Missed the 0-0 with another 3-second penalty. Just doesn't look comfortable out there. I do think that curb has done some sort of damage to his under tray. Unfortunately. Carson Arnold still just behind Luke Kesty. He's doing a very good job of keeping him behind. iRegal just being able to stay in front of Thunder Buddy. This battle is only going to further Rick's advancement out in front. Rick has done a very, very good job of building a bit of gap. Oh, V1 Jord there caught speeding in the pit lane. Thunder Buddy there, just trying to make a move that probably wasn't quite there. Having to slam the brakes on a little bit harder, go for the apex of the corner a little bit harder, losing a bit of time out to iRegal. Just needs to be a little bit more patient. The move will come. He's a good racer. He's on his softer compound of tyre to iRegal. iRegal's got some old mediums. This is possibly where Thunder Buddy will make a move down here. He has got DRS, he's using that ERS. And he's definitely made that move now up into second place. Oh no, where's iRegal gone? iRegal there, just coming off the track a little bit. Don't know what happened there. That has allowed Carson Arnold up into the final podium spot. Enrico now jumping into the pits. Then he assumed to put Flawless doing the fastest lap of the race so far, 134.8. Some fresh soft tyres and a new front wing. Okay. Carson Arnold now, he needs to catch up Thunderbuddy, who in turn is catching up Rick. It was 3.5 seconds gap, it is now down to 2.7 seconds. He is starting to make Rick sweat slightly. If Rick is paying attention to that timing board, he is going to see that gap shrinking quite quickly. Flawless now, after his mistake, he is now back up above McGurk. Chased in Alex Kesty. B1 Jordan with a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Track restrictions. Kesty jumping in the pits now. He was on a medium tyre, so it's interesting to see what he does then move on to. He's moving on to another set of mediums. Hopefully he's going to finish the race with these mediums. Yeah, those Get's car does not look happy out on track today. Just not having the lap times in. I mean, what's his fastest time? A 136, 134, 136.2, 135.6. See, he's a second off his teammate. Or no, not second. 0.4 of a second off his teammate. With the fastest lap there. Unfortunately. Definitely sustained some damage. We'll get an interview from him at the end anyway. You'll have to comment on stream, all you 11 people that are watching, if you would like us to put any sort of, I don't know, updates on the actual Twitch channel, you know, however you want to follow us, because I can imagine for some people who would like to follow this league more closely, they don't have access to information like we do, because you won't be in our Discord channel. Oh, hello there to NFF Kadam123. He says hi. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know from you guys what sort of information you'd like us to put out there and how you'd like us to put it out, whether it would be on a description on the Twitch channel. Do we set up some social media so you can follow things like driver standings? Yeah, it's all market research. Just tell us in the chat and I'll pass on the information to the admin team. I do try and explain the driver standards at the start of the stream, you know, say where people are, but just in case you want to check for yourself and look while we're not streaming, might be a bit easier. I think this is the only contact we have with the outside world. It would be on Twitch and on YouTube if you wanted to leave comments on our YouTube channel. So we are under a safety car at this period, at this moment in time. V1 George has crashed on track. So, Carson Arnold's tactics are playing very well into his hands at the moment. He is out there in first place. Let's go tyres. Let's check tyres. He is on 8-lap-old mediums. A lot of people opting for that soft tyre. They'll only have 9 laps left. I'm assuming when the safety car goes in, it's going to go around the track again because there's a lot of the drivers that aren't caught up to the pack yet. So when the safety car gets going, it's only going to be, well, there will be 10 laps left. So a lot of people have gone in to the pits. I'm surprised Carson Arnold hasn't. I don't know if he's going to try and do 10 more laps on them medium tyres. It'd be a wonderful race to see him do that. Quick now back into second place. Who is down one position. Thunderbuddy up 5 positions into P3 at the moment. He's going to want to keep that position, but he has got 3 seconds worth of penalties along with Slowest Kingers. So at the moment, Slowest Flawless, all he needs to do is keep within 3 seconds of Thunderbuddy and he's got a podium position. Vinny Cousins there on that soft tyre. A lot of the people are going to try and make the soft tyre last 10 laps. Zombie now. I think it would be good to make an Insta account and post the results and stuff on there. I mean, yeah, all forms of social media will be available if we do it. It's definitely something that we're going to have to discuss as a team. Whether we've got enough people to keep up with it would be cool. Because we want to reach out to more people that are interested in F1 anyway. Get as many people watching as we can. Get them to know the drivers, get to know the league. Be fun. And you can join us for the ride. You know. Put on your favourites. So hopefully the pack has caught up. Safety car should be in this lap. We have been confirmed from race control. Safety car will be in this lap. It's going to be up to Carson Arnold to control the pace. He'll start to let the safety car go again. He knows what he's doing. His first race back for a little while, Carson Arnold. Again, he has been out with controller issues. He's had something broken he had to replace. Didn't come straight away, so he has missed a couple of weeks of racing. Alongside McGurk. And here we go. He is going for it. Rick definitely staying a lot closer to Carson Arnold than iRegal did to Rick last time round. So is King right up behind Thunderbuddy this time. He's definitely going to want to make a move. Chose not to do it quite then. Another penalty for AMG Speeds, unfortunately. Ross Wales with a 3-second time penalty again. Track limits. Ooh. So this King's almost getting it wrong on the same corner that we saw. Oh dear, AMG Speeds. AMG Speeds are losing his front wheel, so that will be another car. Don't know if it'll be the full safety car, probably just a virtual because most of the pack has already gone past. That will bunch everyone up a little bit. No, I don't think that's a full safety car. No, it has taken his car off the grid. Come on, Sarah. Let's go. Definitely bunched up this part of the grid again. It almost randomly goes back into full racing. So we don't know when the full racing's going to start again. It will just all of a sudden go green. I think the drivers have a better idea of when that's going to happen than we do. They get told through the intercom. Semo DNF in there, in the pits. And we are back full racing, I think. Carson Arnold having to defend desperately to Rick there. Rick is trying to go round the outside, and he's done it. Rick is now back into P1. Rick, 3-second time penalty. Oh no, so our race leader, 3-second time penalty for track limits. Oh, Flawless. After being last position, Flawless is back up into 4th place. So Sakina's diving into the pits. McGurk up into 6th position. Just behind iRegan and Flawless. So they've kind of got like a Haas sandwich at the moment between Rick, Flawless, not Rick, Flawless, iRegal, McGurk and Carson Arnold. McGurk trying to put a move round the outside. That would have been a very nice move if he got that done. Unfortunately did not make that one stick. He's going to go for it here though. I don't know whether DRS is enabled or not. Doesn't look like it. Oh, no, they won't get it yet. Very tight race here from 4th down to 7th. Luke Hesty now, Alex Hesty now joining the back of that little battle there for 3rd place. Rick putting in almost 2.5 seconds to Thunderbuddy. He is quick out there in 1st. Oh no, Flawless has taken a position down from Carson Arnold. McGurk also getting a move done on Carson Arnold. Carson Arnold dropping 3 positions there in sort of 2 or 3 laps. Very good battle going on between the Mercs and the Hasses. Oh, McGurk, they're getting a 3-second time penalty. Is he going to be able to keep that position? iRegal's not going to go for a dive on the inside. McGurk is up into 4th place. All these guys are also gaining from the buddy ones happening. So this will be interesting. iRegal's already on 6-lap old soft tyres. He's got another 6 laps to drive, which means his tyres are going to be 12 laps old. He is not going to want to be following close to McGurk for very long. Flawless now, only half a second away from Thunderbuddy. Second, 3rd and 4th position, all on 5-lap old movements. West Ditto with another 3-second time penalty. Flawless has got past Thunderbuddy. Thunderbody's not going to want to let that position go though. He will fight this for the next couple of laps. It'll be very interesting to see if Flawless can hold his position there, or whether he can make time up to Rick, who is still floating away in first place there. Almost 3.2 seconds now separates him in second place. McGurk dropping a little bit of time down to iRegal. Alex Kesty looking to get in on the action there, wanting to get up a little bit more, battle the top end of the Drivers' Championship. He's not got a lot of EOS left now, I will say. He's only got 3%, so he's probably used a lot to try and catch up to McGurk and Carson Arnold. Oh no, McGurk has lost it. McGurk losing control of his car there. Not doing too much damage, only losing 2 or 3 positions to Carson Arnold, Alex Kesty and Vinnie Cousins. Not going back down to last place, but still hampering his time again. Thunderbuddy and Flawless still battling it out for that second podium place. Although I will say Flawless and iRegal were doing a fantastic job of not gaining any track limit penalties so far. So as it stands, so with Thunderbuddy's 3-second penalty, Flawless and iRegal will finish in second and third at the moment by the looks of it. As if Thunderbuddy can't put a 3-second gap between him and iRegal, he will be pushed out into 4th place as it stands. And a safety car, Luke Kesty has, looks like he's put it in the wall. Yeah, does look like, oh no, it's gone. He has put it, lost his front right or front left. Unlucky there. That's a full safety car again, so I would not be surprised if I see Carson Arnold jump in the pits here. 50 lap old mediums. Will he put some soft tyres on? I'll probably imagine so. I think he has lost a front wing there. Yeah, he's going to have to jump in the pits. There's not a lot he can do with that. So Rick also jumping in the pits with some fresh soft tyres. A lot of cars staying out on track. iRegal surprised me. There's probably 2 laps, so you're probably going to get maybe 1 or 2 laps of racing left at the end of this. So face prune on 8 lap old 8 lap old softs. iRegal on 9 lap old soft versus Flawless and Thunderbuddy on 7 lap old mediums. I will say, looking like this, it's going to be a Mercedes 1-2 finish if they can keep doing what they're doing for the rest of the race with no penalties. It does look like they are going to have a 1-2 finish. You know, unless someone like Thunderbuddy can put 3 seconds between him and Flawless. Face prune, 5 seconds for a severe collision with Rick. Oh dear. So the safety car will be out for another lap. We've just got a couple of cars there, just catching up to the pack now. time again, out of the 11 people watching, you can comment on this stream video while we're live. Just see, you know, give me an idea of what information you'd like as someone outside of the league. As in driver stand-ins, driver teams, and where you want it to be posted. You know, any feedback, any advice, any suggestions on the channel or the YouTube channel or anywhere would be greatly appreciated. Just feedback, whether it's negative or positive, you know. That's how we can improve the channel if you think we're doing something wrong. Okay, looks like all the drivers have put up to the pack now. Half a lap and then it should tell us that it's going in. Safety car is in this lap. We have it confirmed by race control. In a couple of corners time we will get racing. Thunderbuddy is in charge of letting the safety car go this time and controlling the pack. We've had a third different driver this race. We're going to be going for 3 more laps of racing. Immediately, Flawless is pouncing on Thunderbuddy. Almost dropping to 0.1 of a second there. These guys aren't letting anything up. Putting a lot of pressure on Thunderbuddy now. Both the Mercs are right behind him. Oh, someone's gone wide there. So is Kingus. Looks like he went wide there. Hasn't retired though, so nothing should happen. Carson Arnold making a place up. And now dropping a place to Mr. The OO. Getting a place back. So is Kingus, 3-second time penalty again. Multiple warnings. Don't know if you can hear me, Carson Arnold. You have left your ERS on. You've used a lot of it this race, this lap. It's not letting you use anymore. Regal dropping down to Vinnie Cousins. Vinnie Cousins doing a great job of putting his McLaren in there. The thing is, Regal doesn't want to lose too much time to Thunderbuddy, because it might just push him out. Speeding in the pit lane, just slow as King as again. Retiring in the pit lane, also to not give us another safety car. So this is the last lap. As it stands, I do believe this is going to be a 1-2 finish from Mercedes. Regal needs to keep his position. He has lost it currently to Rick. Rick has got 11-second penalties though. But he's half a second, or 0.7 second behind Rick. Rick's then half a second behind Vinny Cousins, that's 1.2. And Vinny Cousins is half a second behind Flawless. So yeah, you're looking... It's going to be a close one. In fact, we could go to the leader at the moment. And we'll leave it on this. Rick trying to make a move on Vinny Cousins. Oh, Vinny Cousins goes in a bit deep there. Rick trying the old switcheroo, and he makes that one work. Very good. Oh, Vinny Cousins there, accidentally making contact with Rick. Don't know what happened there. Maybe a late break. Our Eagle back up into third place. He needs to push, final corner. Ah. And it is a Mercedes 1-2 finish. Carson Arnold there up in fourth place. Thunder Buddy maintaining a third position, not bad, considering having a 3-second penalty. Vinny Cousins there losing it on the last lap. Oh dear. And he got Hypnotic in fifth, which is a very good finish for him. And there we have it. A Mercedes 1-2 finish like I predicted. It was a good race full of lots of action. Well, thank you to everyone that joined us for this race. We are back on at the same time tomorrow for Division 2's race at Canada, 8 PM. If you would like to join us, McGurk will be hosting that and doing comms on that race. And here's our final position. Flawless and Eagle for Mercedes getting a 1-2 finish there. A great well done to them too. That was a great race. Definitely Flawless coming from all the way from 20th back up into first place. Thunder Buddy in third, well deserved podium for him. Carson Arnold battling, starting second, or no, starting third, only finishing fourth. Hypnotic in fifth, good result for him. Westito in sixth, great result from him. He started 16th. McGurk started 12th, finished 7th. Russ Wales starting 17th, all the way up into 8th. Not a bad finish for him. Vinny Cousins dropping down from 7th to 9th. Rick, unfortunately, 11-second penalties. Drops him down to 10th place. I'll see you all tomorrow.